Hello. Welcome to the Communication Breakdown, episode number 8. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Sandra. Before I introduce my co-host, I would like to do just a couple of quick shout outs to my sons, Vasendo and Jojo. I love you. Brian Spalding, please check out his music, subscribe to his channel. Brett and Bonnie Essay, who my friends that are suffering through COVID right now, please wish them well. Get better super fast. I love you guys. And a special shout out to Fruitcake Tony. Your contributions to this channel have meant more than I can ever say. And now, without further ado, you guys know him as my brother, my cohort, my co-host, my partner in crime, the big, furry, fuzzy, fun-loving Viking dude, Gary Big G Thullander. Hey, man!
What's up? What's
Here
going
we
on?
are. What is going on?
Here we are. Another glorious Saturday evening. Sharing time with all our YouTube brethren.
Yes.
How cool is this?
This is very cool. Hello, chat.
And I just want to say, JoJo, I love you too, buddy. We got to get you back on the show, man.
Yes,
Folks,
and soon.
the shizzle.
I messaged him today, as a matter of fact.
He was a hoot.
He was a hoot. Before I introduce our guest, Gary knows about this, but he hasn't seen it yet. We have a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do.
We're going to have a giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do we have watching right now? 9?
10.
10?
10.
Should we wait till there's more, maybe?
Yeah, let's wait a little while.
Okay, but we are going to have a giveaway.
We are going to have a giveaway, for sure. And it's something that we don't even have. You guys are going to have it before we even have it.
Yeah, we don't even own it.
That's how cool this giveaway is.
Yep.
You're going to get the first.
Yep. Make sure you're subscribed to both of our channels. That's a rule. You got to be subscribed to Gary and I, both of our channels, to win. We're going to check, so make sure you're subscribed. Thanks all for watching and listening. If you're in the chat, please be kind to one another. If you're not, Dwight's going to boot you out. I don't care who you are. Be nice or go away. Ladies and gentlemen, kids of all ages, it is my pleasure to introduce a dear friend of mine and a guitar god himself in his own right, Mr. Eric Schroeder from the band Furion.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
How's everybody doing today?
Sweating mostly.
I know there's a lot of people excited to see you on here and a lot of people from our Facebook community that are watching. So hello to them.
Hello, everybody.
Billy, if you're watching, love you, man.
Tony, Mitch, Dwight, George, Ian. Man, thanks all you guys for showing up.
Dwight,
I know you're there,
Christopher.
Yeah. Christopher.
George Lackey's here. Hey, George, you gotta have George back on the show at some point.
Yeah, Eric, you're a hard guy to land, man. You know, your schedule is like apparently way busier than ours. That's good.
I keep myself doing something all the time.
Cool. Right on,
man. Very little sleep, but that's okay because there's too much to see right now.
Right on, brother.
I forgot to do this beforehand. So right now we're gonna look at a little live piece here.
Yeah, let's see some Eric's band. Let's see some okay.
Is that loud enough?
I can't hear it at all.
I can't hear it, but I was there. I remember.
That's amazing because I can barely remember any of the gigs
I ever
did. Can't hear it, babe.
You can't hear it?
No audio at all.
Wow. Huh. I wonder if
you're doing better than me, Eric, because I can barely remember any gigs I've ever done.
that stage was so small that I had bruised ribs from headstocks with every guitar on stage. I'll never forget that one.
Yep. Many years ago, one of the original bands I was in,
Hey,
Carnival
Sean
Soul, were
Beerrower, hello.
playing on a really tiny stage.
Mitch
And I
Heyman?
shared stage left with my bass player, Jeremy, who had super long hair, like down to his belt. And he would do like the friggin' hair whip shit all the time. And we were like 3 feet away from each other. The
Oh,
stage
no.
was so small. And he got his hair wrapped up in my friggin' headstock on my Stratocaster one night.
Oh no!
And I went to like turn. I didn't even know. I went to go turn. And he's like, what the fuck? And I'm
Ian,
like,
hello.
fucking. And I had like, a chunk of his hair wrapped up in my headstock. And I just looked at it and went, rip! And I had freaking 3-foot strands of blonde hair hanging off my headstock.
Oh my God! Blood, sweat, tears, and hair.
When we finished
Oh,
that
wow.
set, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm like 5'11". Back then I was like probably 250. And he was like 5'10", 130 pounds soaking wet. And as soon as that set was over, he charged me like a bull fucking elk. I thought he was going to take me down. Motherfucker, you ripped my fucking hair out. I'm like, dude, we're like a foot apart. And you're like swinging your hair around. What do you expect, dude?
Yeah, right.
But,
Ow, man, that would hurt.
but now we just laugh and drink about it. That was like 15 years ago. But it was funny as shit. But I know what crowded stages feel like. For sure.
So you've been
You
with this
guys-
band for how long?
27 years.
2007, right?
1992.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your bio was
not
wrong.
necessarily always the name of the band,
Oh, okay.
but we actually changed the name in 2005 or 6 is when we changed it to Furion.
Right.
I shared most of it with a longtime guitarist that was with me for all of it until I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. We had finally split ways, and I'm the only original member left.
Wow.
My vocalist, he's been with me about 15 or 16 years, so he's definitely got a hard foot into it. But
Right.
yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a real long time.
How would you categorize your music?
Hello, Janice.
A lot of Aqua, and no. I would categorize us. We're more along the lines of we're kind of the hard rock / heavy metal. It's not really too awful heavy. If you were to put us in distinction with some other bands, it's more along the lines of like Kiss, AC/DC, Judas Priest, Sabbath sort of deal.
Right.
Yeah.
That's probably about the best way that I'd be able to describe
Good
it.
old hard rock and roll, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was heading for.
Yeah.
The only 2 tracks I could find today, like studio tracks.
And
It
was
kind of
this a
reminded
main
me of.
influence?
It kind of reminded me of like the first like Crew album almost, with the vocals and stuff. It almost sounded
Yeah.
like early Crew.
Well,
Okay.
those actually came off of our second album, which is titled "The Devil's Ride." We were a little bit more into it on that second one. The first one, we were the greenest things to ever walk into a studio. We didn't know anything at all,
Right.
and
Right.
it still wasn't bad. But so we would have enough material. We were taking things that I wrote 10 years prior. I mean, we'd only had a couple on there that we did then, but the songs that you heard off of those would be off of Reverb Nation.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Fairy Tale
It's a-
Mines is actually almost 100% of the time. Fairy Tale Mines is our opening song of every show.
That's a great
And,
song, man.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I
awesome
spent
song.
I spent time where I think I was going through a layoff maybe, and I decided, well, while I'm home, I'm not going to sit around. I'm going to do nothing but write, and I ended up just writing and writing and writing and just playing this stuff and taking it to the band and showing it to them. And I ended up writing the whole entire album myself.
Wow.
And The Devil's Ride was, I don't know, that was one of those where I almost was wondering if I was ever going to be able to get that type of creativity ever again. I was hoping I hadn't just blown it all,
Yep.
But both of those songs, one's to get everybody going, which it always does. It seems to be a favorite with a lot of people. And of course, the song "It's Over" is with what I grew up on, I needed to have a power ballad in there somewhere.
Yeah,
so that's where that came in, and that's usually asked for by the female part of the crowd, which it hits every show. So and it was actually our first bit of airtime on a local radio station here, which is called 94.9 K-Rock. They actually gave us a lot of airtime with that song.
Very cool.
It ended up finding its way on the Sixth Sense with Nikki Sixx.
Wow.
So it made its way around a little bit.
Limp Biscuit Flower Hour?
Yeah.
King Biscuit Flower Hour.
King.
That's what it was.
King Biscuit Flower Hour. There you go.
Eric, your daughter-in-law says, "Hi, Dad."
Is this Shelby?
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 Damn,
Is that Shelby?
we're having a family reunion. Sweet.
I'll tell you what, they're here. Hi, Shelby.
Tony, if you're talking about me, I
Love
do
you right
not-
back.
It's up in ponytails. It's still all there.
All right, Eric.
I almost did mine like.
If you're talking about Eric, he's still got long hair.
Oh yeah, it's here.
Eric, let's talk about the important shit.
Yes.
Right.
What's your number one guitar, man? What do you want to play most of the time?
I love my ESPs, and the one of all of my ESPs that I am just attached to at the hip is my Eclipse.
Nice.
I searched and searched and searched for exactly what I wanted, which I could never find. I finally did. Brought it into my ESP family, which I have several. Was able to break through with a small endorsement. One of the things
cool.
I like about it is I like the fact that if I was to ever be at a gig somewhere and somebody forgot to bring my guitars with them, I can always walk down to the music store and they are off the wall ready to play.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean when I buy them, I'm not going to go and get them juiced up, but you
Right.
don't really do.
Right.
When they're definitely made to play. But that ESP Eclipse is my number one.
Nice.
Do you have it there with
you?
you?
I do have it with me. It's I have it in a case, but it's about 2 feet away from me.
Grab that sucker.
Okay, we got this.
We want to see it, man. Show us your junk.
Yep.
That's not the first time I heard that.
That should be a new segment on our show, Sandra. Show us
No,
your junk.
I'm not sure it should be.
You want to see your junk, man.
We'll think about it.
Oh, look at that. That's Birdie.
Oh, it is. Yep, I've seen that.
That's a
Not
Birdie
in
guitar.
person, but
Is that fret ease you've got in there?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I haven't used that shit in years, man.
Ricky
I should
uses
probably
it.
start using it again because I rust out strings like really fast.
Yeah, I do too. They actually told me that the only thing better than using that down your fretboard, if you don't have fretties, is just go down to the nearest KFC and buy a bucket of chicken, and that should do it.
I've done that before, not intentionally, but I've done that. Usually Popeyes though, not KFC.
Right.
All right, so let's see this monster, man. What do you got? Let's see this sumbitch. Did you grab it out of the case or did you leave it in the case?
I left it in the case, but I can get it out for you.
No, we want show and tell, man. We want the full-blown show and tell.
Let me redo my thing here. I'll get you.
Hit that
That's all
thumbs up, people.
We'll talk amongst ourselves for a minute. We got time.
Make sure to hit them links, subscribe to the channels, leave a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to Gary's channel and my channel for the giveaway we'll have here shortly.
The giveaway. The giveaway.
Oh, there he is.
Looking like a rock star.
It's so cool to have him on the show.
Absolute
ESPs?
beauty.
Yeah, I mean, EMGs?
EMGs, 8185.
8185, yep.
Right?
Nice.
Like I
Same as
said, I
Ricky's.
have. This is definitely the one that I'm going to start the show with, and I always have my backup. But about the only way that this one's getting set down is if I pop a string or something, because I bring the other ones saying, "Please, Eric, pick me up because you're neglecting us." And by the time the night's over, I still neglected them.
Yep.
This one's just does too much for me. It does. This is absolutely fantastic. I plan on buying 3 or 4 more of these, or whichever way that the deal goes. But they're worth every penny for anybody who is starting out or not starting out. They're fantastic.
And they're not crazy money.
It is really pretty.
No, they're not crazy money at all. You can if you go to the right place, you can probably go hard shell case along with your Eclipse, and maybe drop $1,000 on it.
Yeah.
If you can find them.
Yep.
But it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm so glad that I got it. And like I said, I want more. I just want more in different colors. That's all that I need.
Yeah.
Right on. What gauge
One in every
strings you're running
flavor,
that thing?
please.
I like using 42s to 9 on mine.
What brand strings you like?
Diodario are the strings I really like.
You do like the XLs or the XTs or
Yeah, the XLs.
NYXLs?
GHS.
I like using them mainly because I've tried a lot of other ones. I've tried your regular Ernie Ball slinkies and DNR and everything like that. And it's like the wind on all of them just stays for so much longer.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I change them pretty frequently anyway. But if I didn't, it wouldn't be that big of a catastrophe. They seem to have a lot of long life to them.
I'll tell you what, man. I just had EMGs put in my Kramer. I got a Kramer Pacer. And I had the EMG 8185s put in it. And my buddy that owns the shop that I bring my guitars to, he said, because I used to use NYXLs all the time. And I have really acidic sweat. I sweat a lot, and I rust strings up in like a week. And he goes, try the new coated XTs. And I'm like, all right, man, throw a set of 10s on there. And I'll tell you what, man, these strings have been on this guitar for like 3 weeks, and it feels like somebody has sprayed fret ease on them. And I've never touched them, but that's how they feel all the time. And they're 3 weeks old. So check out the check out the NYXT Diodarios, man. They're really, really good.
I certainly will.
They're like $8, $9 a pack, but man, well worth it. So just
I'll do that.
Give them a shot, bro. They're awesome. So what's your number 2? What do you use for backup?
I use Jackson for my backup. I've got a nice Jackson King V, which I don't actually have that one with me right now, but nice red one. I literally had heard so much about Jackson, and the guy who was playing the guitar with us a long time ago, he had 2 or 3 of them. I love the sound of them. I liked how they looked, and I said I have to have one. So I had gone into a guitar store one day looking for one, and everything they had on their wall was just not what I was looking for.
Right.
And they had a couple of kind of knockoff Randy Rhodes that were dotted inlay that aren't really real.
Yep.
And of course, I'm looking for shark tooth like it's supposed to be, and there's nothing. So I'm just disappointed and crazy. Well, the guy tells me, he said, we have a guitar truck coming in today. And I said, I'm not going to sit around for a 53-foot trailer to be unloaded for a guitar. He said, you might see something that you like. So they kept pulling off Deans and fenders and Deans and fenders and Deans and fenders all day long. And I thought, you know what? If I swear to God, if I stay here all day long and then that's all they pull off. On the nose of the trailer, they pull out a box that says Jackson on it. And I said, take this thing out. We're outside. I take this thing, put it on the sidewalk, open the box, take it out. Here's this Jackson King Bee. 24 fret, the original Seymour Duncan's in it, which the only reason I haven't switched them over to EMGs because I really like the original.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Nah, yeah, you're good. That thing just sings. So I took this thing inside. It was really expensive. And I said, something this cherry, I'm going to have a hard shell case for it no matter what. Well, the case itself was also very expensive.
Yeah.
The guy shot me the price between the two, which I don't now remember even what that was. But I said, well, I don't have it. I was disappointed. I said, I can't get this guitar that I waited all day for. And he said, well, hang on a minute. Let me figure something up for you. And he kept figuring, and it was this much, and I still didn't have it. And after 6 or 7 times of that, I said, look, man, I've got this many dollars in my pocket right now. And he put that computer to say exactly how many dollars I had. And the guy I went there with, I said, you're going to have to buy lunch today, man, because I'm going to spend everything.
Right on.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But you got it. You got it. I got it. There you go, man. There you go. I had a Jackson Kelly XL. I bought new in 96 or 7. Purple. I made the mistake. I let my girlfriend, now wife, pick the fucking color. It's like, fucking purple? Really? I'm not a purple guy. But great guitar, man. I miss that guitar. But I traded it for some good stuff, so it works out.
They had another Eclipse that I was looking at one time, and I saw pictures of it, and then I finally went to see it, and I kind of went against that. They call it reindeer blue. That thing is purple.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got the rain. I said, this is purple. They said, no, it's reindeer blue. I said, okay, I don't see anything about blue in this thing. But that was really the only thing that kind of threw me off of that one.
Yeah, it was probably the same friggin' color one I had, man. I never even knew the official color, but it was purple. Like a metal flake, like a metallic purple. Ugh. Great guitar, but ugly color. So what's your what rig you running when you're playing live? What amps are you using on stage? Are you like a Helix guy, or Kemper, or Fractal, or? Uh-oh, I think Eric's froze.
Uh-oh. Eric, if you can hear us, hit refresh.
At least he froze with a nice smile on his face.
Exactly. If you're gonna freeze, that would be how.
That's the way to freeze. Yeah, it's usually like.
We'll let him get himself straightened out.
Okay.
I hope he knows he can.
So how you doing, Sandra?
I'm doing good. Should we do a giveaway?
We could. What are we? We're almost a half hour deep.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we go. But how are we going to do this?
I'm going to ask a question.
Oh, boy.
And whoever answers it first and correctly will win.
Dun,
do I need to save this for anything, do you think? I don't
think so. No.
Okay. Will win this custom, one-of-a-kind T-shirt.
Sweet. Wait. We need sound effects. Hang on.
Yeah,
this is too important to let go. This could take a minute. I gotta find it.
It's like a $27 prize, and after shipping, maybe even $30. So it's a large, because I know there's not many girls that watch my show.
Excuse me. That ain't it. Oh, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know what that is. Shut up. I'll settle for the chainsaw. Okay, I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't research this at all. I'm so ashamed.
Am I am I back on?
You're
Yeah,
back on.
yeah, you're there, buddy.
So
Everything went down for a minute. I don't know what happened.
that's okay. Right now, we're going to do this giveaway. So here is the question.
Okay.
Everybody in chat, Gary,
Sorry, playing with sound effects.
are you done?
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Everybody in the chat knows that Gary and I are family, brother and sister. So, what year did we actually meet? A, 1990, B, 2000, C, 2010, or D, 2020? First one to answer correctly wins this shirt. A, 1990, B, 2000, C, 2010, or D, 2020?
I'm not sure if any of those are the right answer. Are any of those the correct answer?
Actually, Fruitcake Tony was first. Fruitcake Tony with D, 2020. Very good. Congrats, Fruitcake Tony. Gary and I just met this year.
Hard to believe, right?
But if you ever paid attention to any of our live streams that we've been in together, not just this show, you would know. So
Yeah.
Congrats, Fruitcake Tony.
Tony, that's awesome, dude.
Congratulations. I was going to be.
Man, I was going to play this after you asked the question.
Oh, I can ask it again.
Oh, of course, now I got a goddamn commercial. What the fuck? I hate, why do they do this shit?
Sure. Anyway, back to our guest.
I lost my momentum.
Gotta talk to him quick before he goes
Congratulations, Tony. I hope that shirt fits you, man, because it wouldn't fit me, that's for sure.
It's a large.
I don't think Tony's large.
What I'm saying is it should fit him.
Yeah.
If you wash it in cold water, it may shrink. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyways. Yeah, we don't even own that shirt. That is like one of a kind.
Yeah, neither one of us have one. So, you're a lucky man, Tony. We love you. Tony's
Shout
also
out.
part of the family.
Yeah, he is.
Tony's like the weird cousin that everybody loves but nobody talks about.
So, do you want to bring up some of Eric's music? You want to screen share some of his music, Gary?
I would love to.
Okay.
May I, Eric?
Absolutely.
So we
Yeah,
don't get
please.
copyright claimed and sued later. Can we have your permission to share your
I'm gonna
music
play,
on the live stream?
I'm kind of
Absolutely.
partial.
My music is your music.
I'm kind of partial to Fairy Tale Mine, so I'm going to play that. Is that cool?
That sounds great.
All right, awesome.
That's great.
All right. I got to figure out how to do this without. Hang on. I got to figure this is all new to me.
Dude, you said you had it earlier.
I do got it, but it takes a second. I got to get it going here. Settle down.
Coincidentally, this is the first song that I actually wrote for that album.
All
Okay.
right. You guys hear that?
No.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear it? Wow.
Is it because you have your headphones on, maybe?
Yeah, but it should be playing.
It should be. Oh, it left. What did you do? I saw it a second ago. Tom says he can hear it.
Okay.
Or no, he
Well,
says he can't hear it. Okay.
all right. Let's try this again. One more time.
Commander. He kicked himself out.
No, I had to reload.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. All right. All right, let's try this again. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not letting. Oh, okay. There we go. Hang on.
You have to hit play.
Thank you, dear. Can you hear that? Can you hear it?
No.
Really?
No, I'm not.
Not even faintly. Wow.
It's blaring on my end. I don't know why it won't work.
I wonder if you have to go into settings and hit that audio processing box or whatever the hell it is. Enable audio. I'm sure you probably did that, Tony.
Yeah, it's disable audio processing is disabled.
Okay. Huh.
Shit. It's blaring in my headphones. I don't know why it won't freaking work. I don't have a clue.
Well, trust me, you guys. Go to his YouTube links. I will post them again here. You're not going to want to miss out on his music. Go to Reverb. It's also on SoundCloud. It's on Facebook. Where else do you have your music posted? Eric?
I believe I believe that those four areas are it.
Okay.
Unless one of us did something that I'm not aware of right yet.
Holy shit! Commander Kevster.
You got me on that one.
I
Apparently you're in shock. I think Sandra's a little verklempt at the moment. Hey, Commander Kevster. Apparently you've had quite the impact on Sandra. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Commander
You okay?
Kevster is in our chat. Hello. I've only been trying to get a hold of him for so long. I think we had a misunderstanding. I just wanted to explain to him. I'm going to start bawling here in a minute.
You're a little verklempt.
Glad you're here, Kevin. So glad. Wow. It is a blast from the past. Very, very cool. Yeah, longtime friend. I've missed you. I've missed you, Kevin. So anyway, when you sat down to write the album, your inspiration was?
I was actually taking a lot of different things that were going on at the time, and I had first created a short story that was kind of back in the medieval days that had about 25 different characters. And after I had written, I was doing this over a specific amount of time, and I kind of took that short story and took different chapters out of it, and it was basically about, if I can put it in the shortest way that I can, it was kind of an accidental death. It was an accidental murder that kind of happened, and I put the characters together. I took each chapter and redid what I had written down story form and put it in song form, and that's where that's how I came up with the entire thing.
Ben, Tom, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Wow. How long did that take?
I wrote that whole entire album, and there was 11 songs on it, and it probably, I think it was over the period of about 5 months when I found it. It was a long time, and that's about where I'm thinking that this one right now is taking me about the same amount of time. I've kind of got another one that I've been promising for the last 10 years.
Let's segue into my next question.
It's going to be released. Yeah, that's it.
When is the next album coming?
I've got one. I expect the next one to actually be available for everybody to hear by the first of the year.
Very
Nice.
cool.
The first of 2021.
Cool, man.
So
Very cool.
and it's another full album. It's going to be 12 good tunes, 12 rockin' tunes. I've put a lot of time in this. It's been more along the lines of years for the thought, and then once I put down what I actually wanted to do and really started, it's going to be it was probably another 5 or 6 month thing. I'll be completed by that time.
Okay.
So that'll come time for another album. Some more got a couple new shirts in the works for everybody.
Really?
But yeah, there's a lot.
Sorry.
There's some new stuff coming.
We're live on the air, man.
I'm sorry. He was trying to drink my beer, man. I had to take that motherfucker down.
Hey, as long as that's the one that's been attached for a while, we had to get rid of that guy.
It's a swift, painless death. Trust me.
Eric, Commander wants to come on live.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Oh.
Hey, I'm whatever you guys have going on.
Number 2. One to go.
Let me. All right,
I'm sorry.
Kevin.
I'm distracting people with the.
Here is the link. Click on the link. Do what it tells you to do, and we will see you shortly.
Flies, Mitch. I'm killing
flies. He's killing flies. Not the gecko. Never the gecko.
I am Lord of the Flies.
Where is my buddy?
Motherfucker. I think I could start a new YouTube channel just killing flies with electric
Is your buddy the gecko?
Yeah, my buddy's the gecko.
Yeah, Whitey's not. He's not coming.
Hey, you know what? We have a new. He's only been here for about a month now. We have a new member in the house. He's a bearded.
Oh, there you go.
He's what?
He's a bearded dragon.
Oh, cool.
There's
nice.
Yeah. My youngest son decided that
ladies and gentlemen,
he wanted to take on the bearded dragon.
We have another guest.
And, yeah.
I'm going to introduce Commander Kevster. He is the owner and creator of KISS Army with Kevster, one of the, if not the largest KISS group on Facebook. Here he is, Commander Kevster.
What is up there, guys? Man, oh my God, it's been a long time, man.
It's been years.
Oh my God, I don't know, man. Things got messed up here, man, with names and everything got screwed up, and I don't know, man. Things have been very odd in my life, but I'm so glad to find you two, man. I really am. I miss Eric. I miss you, big time, man. We're family, man.
Yeah.
And I gotta find you. I found Eric. I still do his Furion thing. I had to leave it because I'm working off a phone now, not a laptop. So it's like, it's hard to do what I used to do more or less without the laptop and the desktop and everything
Right.
else. And since I've come down to Florida, I have nothing but bad luck. But man, I've been hunting you guys, you especially out, and I seen this. I was like, no way. Let me see if I can get in on this and see if they can see me. And then here I am live, and I thank you for bringing me on.
We see you.
I miss you, believe me. I'm like, wow.
Have you been?
What was that? What'd you say?
Have you been doing well?
I'm alive. The COVID
Can you hear
virus COVID virus didn't kill me yet. My daughter Melanie has a 6-month-old baby now, so that's news. That's
Wow.
something new. Yeah,
Congratulations.
it's congratulations, but it's a whole bad thing too. So it's the guy she had the baby with is a half an idiot. So that's a whole nother story. A long story. So I'll tell you in the future. But I'm definitely very happy to see you guys and Furion kicking butt and still going, and I had to do what I had to do with the Furion site there because I just wasn't able to contribute no more to you because I wasn't able to do anything for you. So I kind of left it in your hands there, Eric. You know what I mean? That's how it had to be just until
Well,
I
hey,
at
I
least
gotta
was at
say
the
that
laptop back. What was that?
Yeah, and I got everything that you did for it over the years is enough for a lifetime anyway. So
Everything is glitching out like
you
crazy,
did me
man.
well
You
with
see
it,
that,
really
yeah.
well. Built that thing up, and
It'll be all
it
right,
wouldn't
Gary.
be where it's at right now if it wasn't for everything that you already did.
Well, like I said, I'm still administrator in there and this and that and the other thing, and I like posts and do what I can, but I can only do so much with the stupid phone. So,
I have been blocked for years from there.
but this is what I'm saying. I didn't do that to you. That's what
But
I don't
yeah.
know what you just vanished. I can't find you unless you changed that account or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I gotta hunt you out. I'll find you. I'm gonna
I
find
didn't
you.
change anything.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, one day I lost like you, I lost Bill, I lost a whole bunch of people, and I was like, "What's going on here?" But then also Facebook took a lot of my people away. If you notice, remember if you way back when I broke 31,000 people? Do you remember that?
Shit, I remember when you broke 50,000.
All right, well, 31,000 people. They
Yeah.
have me now. They have me now at 19,000 people. That's not right. That's
No,
wrong.
that ain't right.
Yeah, well, that's what they've done. They've taken all these people away from me because of inactivity.
Wow.
And that's what Facebook did to me. And they kind of made me like almost disappear off the charts. And I'm like, what the hell did you do to me? So I had to put more time into it. And then I gave up on it for a while. And I started going playing video games and this and that and wasting money on that. And that was all stupidity. And then, now I'm back with Kiss on Me Orchestra. But that's all I've been doing is that. And then I found this in Furion just today and hit you guys up. And here we are. And I'm like,
Here we are.
the three top guys are back together. This is
The
like
three
awesome.
top
I'm
guys
like,
it's
it's like we're the creators of all of it. You know what I mean? Fury and Army, and Pantera Lapokini and Kiss Army Orchestra.
Yeah.
These are all our
built
creations
them off from the
of
ground
mine.
up, man.
That's right. We did all this, and we rocked it, and we did. No
Yes,
one
Chad,
could
I
ever
was
take
involved
that.
in a lot of different shit.
Yeah, no one could ever
And now
take
I've
any of
been
that.
2 live shows.
Apparently.
No one could ever take any of that away from us, and that's awesome, and I love you guys for it, and
Love you
we
too.
got a lot of future talking to do. But I'd like to be
Yeah.
part of this whatever is going on here with Furion and be part of it. I know a lot about Furion and I'm top fan of Furion as everyone knows. I've always promoted them. I've always
Always.
been behind them 1,001%. So any contribution I could do towards this or whatever this is here, maybe I could have some input or whatever. I don't know. I'll sit on the side.
Hi, Gary.
I have a question.
Yes. You in the
Hi.
back?
Could you introduce me to Kevster? Because I don't know.
Gary. Okay, Kevin, this is my brother Gary.
Hey
Oh,
man.
your
Gary,
brother, okay.
this is the one and only Commander Kevster who owns probably the biggest KISS group anywhere. Facebook, Twitter, I don't
Oh.
care.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. And the numbers
Cool.
do lie, because at one time it was close to what 100,000 had to be.
Yeah,
That's
he
what I'm
just said
saying.
like 70 something thousand. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
Wow.
then
unbelievable.
and now they got and now they literally have me at 19,000 right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
I
Some
thought
people
Eric
think
was
Kevin's
one of
crazy,
those people.
but he's our people.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I am. No, I'm a crazy son of a bitch too. But but that's a whole nother thing. But
Nice to meet you, Commander Kipster.
you too. You too. It's a pleasure and an honor. And
No, I don't
you
know about
know,
that. You don't know me
if,
yet.
but regardless, if you're her brother, then you're family, bro. And that's the way I look at it.
We are
That's
family.
just the way it is.
Mm,
And
How
that's
close
how
are you two?
tight.
You're both in Florida. You
But
are in
that's how.
you're in Palm Springs.
I'm in West Palm Beach.
West
I'm
Palm
actually
Beach.
in Boca Raton, Boynton Beach area, in that
So how far
area.
is that from you, Gary?
He's north of me. I'm in Port Charlotte, Kev. I'm
Okay.
like in
Right, I know.
between. I'm on the west coast, in between like
Is that
Tampa and Fort
like an
Myers.
hour, 2 hours?
Couple
Yeah,
hours, maybe.
Oh, wow.
and this COVID virus down here is really, really bad. It's just the last 2 days alone, we've had over 9,000 people infected.
It's like this.
My
It's up and
my
down.
daughter with the baby has it,
Oh,
but thank
no.
God she's not sick though. She's like a carrier of it.
Yeah,
She's
some people.
a immune or something or whatever the hell that is.
Yeah,
She's like a carrier of it, which is crazy.
my
And
wife works.
she's not going to die from it, but she has it,
Yeah.
so she could affect me
She
coming to
can
me.
affect other people.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
asymptomatic.
or unfortunately, mom, Kathy, she could affect us. So we don't
Yeah.
get to see the baby as often.
Hi, Mom.
I see the baby more like this than I do in real life,
Right.
which really sucks. But once
Yeah.
this is all over with, then maybe that'll go back to normal.
Yeah,
And I
my,
hope soon, but it's been bad. It's scary.
my wife works
You
in a
know.
doctor's office, and she sees this shit every day. You know.
And with Furion not able to play, that's got to be killing Eric. It has to be, and money wise too, because no one's considering that. You got your road crew, you got all the stuff that pertains to Furion playing and doing what they do, and never mind them making money.
Right.
There's so many people, and no one considers any of that.
Hey, Eric,
Everyone's
where you-
bitching about Kiss not being out there. Kiss ain't out there. Kiss sucks. Kiss sucks. No, Kiss is not going to go out there and risk their damn fucking lives and risk the fans' lives for this. They're not. When
There's
it's
nowhere
over
to
and
play.
done with, then they will come out.
There's nowhere to play anyway.
No,
Even
they,
if they wanted to play, there's nowhere to play.
where you are, Eric, in Illinois, are bars slowly opening back up and having live bands come back in? Because I know in Kansas, where my son is, there are some slowly, and he's even had a couple of shows already. Is
Yeah,
that
no,
going
they-
on where you are?
Yeah, they're
I've been periodically
slowly coming
seeing
back. A lot of
bands- yeah, I've been seeing little bands opening up here and there.
Which now's the perfect time of year for that if we had to do something outdoor, at least the place is open. As far as inside, I'm not 100% sure if they're allowing that just yet. They just started opening things up on the 29th of last month, and they're going at it really, really slow though. It is stressful because I'm get back out there and do it again, and it's just I mean, when it's a situation like this where the ball is not in your hand, it makes it even tougher just to have to deal with the fact of not being able to do much with it.
They just
you know
closed
that-
they just closed all the bars in Florida yesterday. Again.
I
Well,
read
yeah,
that, yeah.
we just we closed everything over the last day or two. But the guy down here, he's a half an idiot. He really is. The governor and the senator, all of them, they're all idiots. They're not. It opened too quick. It opened too fast. And the thing I'm stating is, I think that by doing that and letting the people out, and then the rioting and all the other stuff that happened, you're going to have more of a trouble now to lock them back down if that has to happen. I don't see how that's going to happen. I really don't. Without bigger problems coming, and it's crazy, and people look at all the deaths. This is crazy, and they're saying it could potentially be up to 25 times more than we're being told. That's insane. That's completely nuts. I'm
It
so
is.
glad I'm talking to you two right now. Like I could have died and you wouldn't even knew it. Like what happened to Commander Gibbs? I don't know. He's gone.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Like I'm so glad I'm here.
Very
And
nice.
I'm able to talk to you guys. It's awesome. And it's just wrong. And Furion should be out there rocking. I seen where Eric at one point was like ready to pull it out as far as I had seen on post. And then he said not dead yet, and I was like cool.
Right?
So, I miss you guys a lot, and I didn't even know anything like this existed. This is pretty cool stuff that we could do this. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And technology here. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Because it just kind of walked me through to get into it, and I was like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
You just
But
click the
I
link
hope
and-
you guys are all doing great, and I hope everyone's good with family and everything like that. I know a lot of people have passed away and lost family, and with this whole thing, and it's just been horrible. I'd say the last year of my life has been completely, oh my God, turned upside down. And I should have never left New York. That was the biggest mistake was coming here. It really was in so many ways. You told me to come to Wyoming. I should have listened to you. But everyone was like, "Oh, Florida is the place." Yeah, this is the place. Sure it is.
Florida
To
sucks.
kill you. I swear it's like hell. I swear I went from the freezing mountains to the hottest place on earth, and I swear to God, I'm in hell. I think I'm in hell.
Kev, you
But,
know what?
whatever.
You know what Florida is, Kevin, don't you?
I don't know. I hate Florida. I'll tell you that much.
Florida is God's waiting room. This
Yeah,
is
but
where
I'm
people
not-
people come here to die.
Like Eric said, I'm not dead yet, bitch. That ain't happening, man. I'm coming
Old
back.
motherfuckers come here to die. That's what Florida is. God's
That's
waiting room.
I believe that is true. What you're saying,
It's the
and
truth.
I agree with you.
Well, I'm not going
110%.
now.
I come from
Don't.
New York, man. I'm a New Yorker, baby, and
I
then
go
I
to
went up to the
visit,
Catskill Mountains, and I agree with you.
Catskills are
1,000%.
nice.
I'll say
But
I
I'll
had
tell
big
you-
mouths, but I'm out of there after that.
I tell you, Sandra warned me, don't come down there, don't go down
No.
there, and
Nope, you should have
And-
listened
and
to her.
And the first time I came down here, I was hit with like the first hurricane of my lifetime, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die!" And, it's like, get the hell out of here with this, And then they don't tell you about all the other little weird things down here,
Hey,
like
crowbar.
the
Little
little
gorilla.
geckos and the lizards and the snakes and all these creatures that just attack, and I'm fighting
Yeah,
an
wait.
iguana in my living
Skunk
room. Like,
apes.
come on. It's
Skunk.
crazy stuff. The most craziest thing you could ever believe live here.
People getting
I'm
their
like,
arms
what am I
ripped off
doing
by
here?
gators at golf courses and shit, man. It's fucking crazy.
Oh,
happens
come
every
on.
day.
As far as stealing and stuff like that, man, it's bad, man. And
Wow.
I'm in a rich area here. This is like
Wow.
one of the rich prime areas of Florida.
You got wild
You know.
hogs rooting up your fucking front yard and shit,
Good
man. It's
Lord.
crazy.
Oh, I'm telling you,
It's-
man. I got these big motherfucking things walking through my yard, big giant fucking alligators or whatever you want to call them, and I'm like running. I ain't fucking with these things. Nah, go away. And they're just sitting out there with their mouth open, like, nah, that ain't cool. Get out my yard. It just
Yeah,
blows your
it's
mind.
like fucking Joe. What's his name? The fucking lion guy.
Yeah, but
Everybody's done it. Everybody's
didn't
got
know I was-
mullets.
I didn't know I was in the fucking safari. I didn't know it. I really
Yeah.
didn't know that. I had
Welcome,
no
to,
clue.
welcome to the party, Kev.
And another thing that I've noticed when I was up north, I thought I hurt and this and that and the other thing, man. Since I've been down here, I hurt more than God. I don't know what it is. It's got to be the humidity or something because it don't make sense. Up there was the cold, blah 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 blah. I understood all that. You got, they know the history of I have a back injury and this and that and the other thing. They know about me, Eric and Sandra. You don't, but they do. And it affected me. So coming down here, I thought, oh, that maybe will help me. No, it's worse here than it was then. I don't get it.
Yeah. I've
So
had a
it's
hip.
gotta be-
I've had a total hip replacement, Kev. So trust me, I know what it's
'cause
like.
I got hurt with the band, way back when, and I got a metal rod in my back and a whole fucking nine, and and
got
had
ankle.
numerous surgeries and became Commander Kester more or less. But basically, prior to that, I was security for them and shit like that, and things were great, And
Guitar
then when I
hack,
got hurt. Yeah, and then when things got hurt, that was the end of the road. And then I created Kasami Kester, and ran into these two, and we took off. And that was that. It was the greatest time of my life.
Right
I
on,
really
man.
do miss you both dearly. And that's not to cut you out, but I do love the two people at the top of this picture. I really do. And I'm
You'll
I'm
learn.
going to find you, Sandra. Tonight I'm going to find you.
You'll
So when
learn to.
when Commander Kester friends you, you better request. You better accept that.
Kev, you'll learn. You'll learn
I'm
to love
gonna.
me, Kevin.
I,
You'll learn to love
I
me.
I already love you. I told you that. I already love you. I already love you. It's already done.
You know what you do,
Right
Kevin?
on, man.
You go to the description on this video, and the links to my Facebook, my Twitter, all my shit are right there. So just click it and send a request, and wow, we'll get this
awesome.
straightened
Okay.
out.
All right, cool. Because I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, thousands and thousands of people were taken away from me, and
YouTube
I wrote.
unsubscribes people all the
Well,
time
I wrote
too.
Facebook and shit. It wasn't only YouTube; it was Facebook too. And I wrote them, and they said it was because of inactivity of the people. And I said,
Yeah.
that's bullshit, man. These people have been in my site for years. Just because they're not active and saying anything, don't mean they're not in my fucking group. What are you
Right,
doing?
there is people that posted in that group every
Ooh.
day. Yes,
Ooh,
Gary.
Ooh, I feel like Horseshack. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh.
Well, all you got to do, Mr. Man over there, is join Kiss Army with Kevster and Furion Army, and you'll be all right. And you still got Sandra Pantera with Pokey, Or you get rid of that one?
No, it's still going.
It's still going. See,
I'll never
that's
get rid of that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I
That's
can't
my
find that
Pantera.
either.
I'll never get rid of that. Fuck
Just
no.
let me know when you're done, because I got a question for Eric.
Go ahead, Gary.
So, Eric, like I was trying to ask you a half hour ago.
Before Kevin
Should I
showed
mute
up.
his mic?
What?
There. Go ahead and ask it.
Thank you for your.
Yes, I muted you, Kevin.
Thank you, Your Holiness. What amps are you using live? Are you using you doing like the Kemper Helix Line 6 thing? Are you still running like a cab mic'd with this 57, or what are you doing?
I still run Marshall stacks. I go the old route.
Right on.
I go through several different kinds of Marshall stacks, just depending on how I'm feeling for the day. I'm not really partial to one more than the other. It says Marshall stamped on it, and I feel good about plugging into it.
You got to have a favorite head, though. What's your favorite head?
Yeah, I'd say the favorite head would have to be. I really, really like the JCM 900. I like the 800 just about as well. I think the 900 just has a little bit of a harder punch to it.
Right.
But that would have to be.
What is your go-to piece of gear you do not travel without?
Oh yeah, man, I'll tell you.
I would say his hands, probably.
No,
I'm
gonna take a guess here. I'm gonna take a guess. His Kiss guitar strap.
That does go to every show with me. Yeah, as a matter of fact, if he's still on, that was a gift from my son Christopher.
Oh,
actually.
nice. Nice.
Cool.
That was the
Way
Alive
to
2
go, Christopher.
leather guitar strap, and he got that for me. And that one is played when I play anything except for my Eclipse, and the only reason for that not going on the Eclipse is the strap that I have that I use for the which is really the DiMarzio strap, nothing special, is absolutely fused to that guitar because I don't want to have the nightmare thought of that thing ever falling off of me and hitting the ground.
Right.
So it's
Right.
everything else is a Kiss strap.
Yeah,
But other than that,
that's what I would say.
Yeah. Other than that, it would definitely be my Eclipse that I got out earlier. If I was to show up and had to play through a different amp, I'm perfectly okay with that as long as I'm playing through my Eclipse. Then I'm really happy.
Cool, man.
So I would say that as far as gear goes, that would definitely be the go-to.
You got a board? You want a pedal board?
I do.
What's on your
and,
board?
It's actually pretty inexpensive, and the most favorite thing I've ever bought effect wise. I went with the V amp. I bought the V amp, and 2009 and the actual board that is meant for it.
Right.
Now, setting this thing up wasn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world because everything in it is written in Germanese. But took a little playing with for a while before I finally got this thing programmed. And the presets on it are just amazing, and it saves so much life with my heads. Also, I can keep everything on there as clean as I want, and be able to use all the balls from the processor and board itself.
Yep.
And it's still going just as strong as it was. And I bought it when it was the new one on the shelf in 09. And I still play through that. And if I was to have to replace that, I would probably replace it with whatever their newest model is now.
Gotcha. Cool, man.
Eric does not play in a Kiss cover band. Just a huge
No.
fan. And probably a major influence on your playing, was he not?
Yeah, that actually was the biggest influence. I actually had an offer not too long ago about being the Ace Frehley in a band. As much as I love and adore Kiss, I don't think I could make it my job to pretend to be anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
I kind of wanted to know who Eric is. But yeah, Kiss was my first influence, and it was a kind of a funny story because my brother, who was 3.5 years older than me, he knew about Kiss way before I knew about Kiss. And he used to come to me showing me the back of that Alive 2 album with Gene Simmons all bloody, scared the shit right out of me. And I didn't want to see this picture any longer. I'm 3 years old or something, and he's showing me some demonic-looking crazy guy that's got blood all over the place, and I thought, oh my God, this is the worst thing that ever happened. My cousin's convinced that he lived close by, so here I am thinking Gene Simmons lives 10 miles away from me, and I need to really watch my step or he's coming. And my dad had an old 8-track player in the kitchen, and one day there was nobody in there, and I just decided that I'd go put one of those in the 8-track and hear what this was all about. Lo and behold, got Hunter's playing, scared me 3 times as bad as I already was.
Yeah, the ice cream man's coming.
Ice cream man's coming.
Oh, good
Who
Lord.
wants ice cream?
Mom!
Hey, ice cream man.
I don't know who's got that, but someone's got the ice cream man.
That was me.
That's
I'm in my garage, Gipster.
him.
It never fails. During this live stream, the ice cream man always
Never
comes by during
fails.
this live stream.
To Eric,
Every
to
fucking
Eric,
time.
real
the ice
quick,
cream
the
truck
way
gonna
you
do that
perform.
rips ass up the block in his truck.
He even
Eric,
waves to
real
me now.
quick,
Say, hey, ice
what
cream
he was
man.
saying there about Kiss influencing him and stuff. I have been watching Eric play for years, and the way he acts on stage, he does Kiss stuff. So don't let this guy kid you. Kiss has influenced him in many, many ways, and I see it and I know it. I've seen him stick his tongue out. You know, Kiss is in him. Kiss is you. Kiss is in all of us. You know, and they are a major influence to everybody.
No, everybody
you know,
knows a
and,
Kiss song.
you know,
Everybody knows a Kiss
that's
song.
they'll never be forgotten. You know, even if this don't continue and they never come back, you know, which would be sad. That maybe it is really the end of the road for us all. Who the hell knows? But you know, maybe they know something we didn't know. I don't know, but you know, I hope it's not. You know, but you know, even when he does the cover songs for Kiss, Detroit Rock City, and things he's done, incredible. You know, I sit there watching them in amazement, and they rock it. You know, and that's why I've always been behind Furion and Eric. You know, and they just not getting the luck and what they should get. You know, I brought them to 1,000 people.
He's
and, you know,
worldwide right now.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's really
Say
hard.
hello, world.
It's really hard to get a band like
Hello,
Furion and
Yeah.
things like that. Like other bands I also take care of is Stonebreed, and I can name a few more like Angelus and Stonebreed and different bands like that. I also have helped during the years. You know, and Striper, and I could go on and on and on of different bands I've helped. You know, but it's so hard to become a Kiss. You know, it's almost an impossibility nowadays. You know, if you don't, it don't even matter if you don't know the right people, because I do know the right people. You know, and I brought Eric to them 1,000 times. It's just that it's a million to one shot, and you just got to keep trying, and I still do it to this day. I promote Furion
Well,
till the day I
it's,
die.
it's one of
That's
those.
that's
It's,
but
it's
he's
one
got
of those things
Furion
where
and you get
locally,
Furion guitars, so it's different, different deals. I don't mean to be
it's one
rambling.
of those things where locally, you spend a lot of years being the whale in the pond, and you get out there in some bigger areas and some meeting some bigger people, and I mean you are just nothing more than a tiny little minnow in the ocean.
Right.
And the
Well,
first time that I ever had to do something like that, let's just say here back, was it last November before, I can't remember. We went and opened up for Jackal. Well, I that was a absolute. I mean, I was on
I saw that video,
none
Eric,
of
by
those
the way.
people were most likely there to see Jackal, but at the same time, it was an opportunity. But being the big fish back home, uh, but you have to be ready for that when you go out. The fact not everybody knows who you are. Some people
Right.
don't have the slightest clue who you are. They think you're holding a ticket to get into the show too, it's something. The first time it ever happened, I thought, wow, it was like getting hit in the gut really hard, and and then you go back home and where everybody knows you, they know what you do. They're going to be at the show, and you're playing last because that's what they do to get everybody to stay, and uh, it's a big difference. Bigger opportunities sometimes is a little bit more of a sacrifice for reasons like that, but I mean,
Right.
comes with the territory, and you just got to be prepared for it every time that you go out doing something a little bit bigger.
and you can't give up either, Eric. You can't, because one day, somehow, some way, I'm gonna get you to open up for Kiss. I'm gonna do it. Way back when, in what was it, 2004? There's a band ZO2 that I promote, and this, very good friends, lifelong friends of mine from Staten Island, and I got them to open up for Kiss for the Rock the Nation tour. So, but that was just a random thing. They needed a last minute band, and boom, they were there, and I threw them in there, and they took it, and they ran with it, and they did great. But now, unfortunately, one of them died, and they're done. So, but it's possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
That, and it's sad. But
So
that does have to happen.
Yeah.
if somebody's ever ready to put our name on that bill, they can go ahead and expect us to show up because we'll definitely be there.
Well, believe me, I'm going to do my best to make that happen someday. That will happen someday. Either for Kiss or a bigger name, big name like that. I work on it all the time, and actually that's what I'm actually getting into is a promotion site where I'm not only going to be doing Kiss Army Orchestra because I'll never let that go. I am looking into doing promotion sites, and I right now have people sending me songs they're singing, this, that, and the other thing, and they want me to give them the connections that I have to, say, a country guy or a rock guy or a pop guy or whatever that I happen to know, and try to let them hear the music, and they're sending it to me exclusively, no one else. And then I listen to it, and if I think it's good enough, then boom, I'll send it out and see where it goes. But I'm thinking about going and pursuing this a little more and sticking with Kiss Army Kevster and maybe Kevster's promotion or something like that and see where it goes. So this is where I'm aiming to go towards. So Furion is at the top of the list, so don't worry about that. You know what I mean? Did you hear that new Quarantine with Chris Jericho and Bruce Kulick yet? Unbelievable. They did Heart of Chrome from Kiss Revenge, but Bruce Kulick sat in on guitar, and they did it sort of like this, where
Oh,
everybody
well.
was in their own little worlds, but they did Heart of Chrome from Kiss, and it was Chris Jericho and Bruce Kulick and his band Fozzy, because he's a wrestler, but he also has his own band, and he's a great guy. And they brought Bruce in for that because Bruce was the lead guitarist in Kiss for Revenge. And then, that's where they just released Quarantine yesterday, and it's called Heart of Chrome, and it just came out on YouTube yesterday. It's unbelievable. You gotta give it a listen or go and Kiss Army Kiss. It's in there, and it's really impressive and great. Bruce just lost his brother. I don't know if you're aware of that, but Bob passed away, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's a sad situation, and very unexpected, But we're losing a lot of people in the Kiss world, we really are, and it scares me with Gene and Paul. They're not youngsters, and these are great guys. These are guys like my father. They've always taken care of me. And
For a nominal fee.
but but all I gotta say is I'll never give it up. Even if Kiss goes away and it's over and it's done, Kiss on me Kiss that continues on always forever. Because I can always do the stage history or whatever. There's always a way to do it. So, and now I see all these new ways to do things where I could bring maybe guests in and this and that, and have Paul Stanley up there with you and hanging out, and, talking because I got links to these people that no one else has. So that can be utilized. You know what I mean? So there's just a thought.
Hey, just to answer Will's question in the chat, the average age in Florida is like 87.
Well, my mom's 75. She's
That's
here
an
with me.
official. That's an official number.
I'm actually
He's-
51. I'm 51. I'll be 52 June 29th.
Oh,
But
you're
I
a
took
kid.
I took
You're
my
just a
birthday
kid.
off. I took my birthday off of Facebook because I'm tired of all the birthday wishes. I don't want no more. I quit. I don't want
Respect
no
your
birthday
elders.
wishes.
Respect
For a
your
nominal
elders,
fee,
Kev.
Grower.
You're just a kid.
I'm a
50
kid. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
a kid.
58. Relax, okay? Take
Well,
it easy.
Since I come down here, did you notice I don't have teeth anymore? What happened? Oh,
Yeah.
a lady was driving a what? Get a load of this. I'm not even
It's the
playing with you.
water. It's the fucking
I'm
water.
here.
That's why I don't have
I'm
any
here.
teeth.
I'm here in Florida the second year. Okay, and I'm driving my car down the road, normal, nice and nice, and I'm I got a green, and I go through it. Well, this lady, 98 years old, decides she's going to come 110 miles an hour at the side of my car and crash into my car, and my teeth hit the steering wheel and this and that and the other thing, and
Ooh.
I lost everything. I was all messed up, and she was going 110 miles an hour and drunk. And she's in jail now, but regardless, it took a long time to win that, and she thought it was a joke. And I was like a bloodbath and lost all my teeth. They can't give me new teeth because my jaw was broken in so many places that they would have to rebuild my upper and bottom jaws in order to give me fake teeth. So I came to the point of when they said that they can hit my sinus cavity and I could potentially have more problems, where I decided now I'm not going to ever have teeth again, and that's where I'm at.
Holy
Maybe
crap,
in the
dude.
future, but right now I'm not doing it. I don't want to
Damn.
take that risk, and that's where I'm at. But I don't know if you can notice that I don't have them or I do, but I said no teeth. They're gone. And I lost
Wow,
every
man.
one of them. And that wasn't the only thing else, broken ribs, broken this. I was a mess. And this lady driving, I'm telling you, a white Corvette, I'll never forget it. And she was 98 years old, going
She
like
was driving a
110
Vet?
miles an hour. Well, she blew the red light and hit me sideways.
But she was driving a vet?
Yeah, a vet. Could you believe
Most
it? A fucking
98-year-olds
vet.
down here drive either Lincoln Town Cars or Mercury Grand Marquis
No,
or
this
Crown
woman
Vics.
was in. This woman was in a white vet. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't
used
down
to-
here 2 years.
I've been an auto parts guy my whole life. I used to manage a Lincoln Mercury dealership parts department.
Dude,
The
maybe give
thing-
me a new car. I need a new car.
Well, I don't work there anymore. But
Yes,
the
part by
thing we
part.
the thing we sold the most out of that Lincoln Mercury dealership were passenger side outside mirrors for Lincoln Town Cars, Grand Marquis, and Crown Vics. Because all these old people would pull in their garage
Yep.
and they would wipe out the passenger side mirror. I probably sold 10 a day. Easy.
Well, I'll
Easy.
tell you, the worst drivers
No
in Florida
breakaways.
that I've noticed are the old people. The
Fold
worst
them in,
drivers
people.
down here are the old people. They
Yeah.
really are. The old people are the worst. The kids ain't. The old people are.
No, it's the kids, the old fuckers, man.
That's
They're
what I'm saying.
gonna wrap up
They shouldn't
shortly.
be driving a damn car anymore. They should
I've had-
take a test and not let them do it.
I sold my Harley 10 years ago because the first 10 years I moved down there and I had my Harley, I had 5 of my friends get killed in 3 years because of old people running red lights or stop signs or not paying attention and pulling out in front of people. I sold my fucking bike 10 years ago. I said, I'll never fucking ride down here again, ever. And
It's
I've ridden my entire life.
I swear to God, I'm scared to go to the store sometimes. You know, it's like, that's crazy, you know, and it's because of people are insane. People down here are completely insane. And another thing I noticed about, because I'm now keep in mind I'm from New York, then I went up to the Catskills. Now when I went up to the Catskills, you had mountains and shit like that. So you go up these mountains and not know what's coming on the other side and shit. Well, that ain't the way it here is in Florida. In Florida, everything is flat. So if it's raining like 30 blocks away, I could see it already coming. That's how weird it is. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, but I've noticed it. And I know the rain's coming way before the rain gets to me, and then I turn my wipers on and get ready for it and go through it and whatever. And they're delugers. They're not no rains. They're like, oh my God.
Kevin, what kills me down here in Florida is when you're on like 41, right, and it starts friggin' raining like hell, like it does every day at like 4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. People put their four-way flashes on and drive like 10 miles an hour. It's like it's fucking rain. It's not a blizzard. You know, I've driven in snow my entire life. It's like it's not a blizzard. It's fucking rain.
Well, that's the whole point I always said since I've been down here. You know, now upstate New York, I did crash. Yes, I did. But it was due to snow conditions and road conditions. Ice and snow
everybody
caused me
in snow.
to flip the car and got hurt. Now, it was all understandable. But, you know, down here, there's more accidents than there is in New York. And it's mostly driver error that does it more than anything.
Yeah,
you know,
don't pay attention.
Like you said, it's freaking rain. Stop it. You know, are you kidding me? Learn how to drive a car. You know, it's just amazing. You know, it's just such a different life, and I will get out of here sooner or later.
How long have you been down
here? Now, unfortunately, the only thing keeping me here is, like I said, my daughter had a baby, and you know, now it's she don't want to leave Florida.
Thanks for tuning in.
Her name is Grace. Her name's Grace Marie. She's a beautiful little baby.
Like to thank the chat for tuning in.
You know, I love her to death, but
our wonderful guest, Mr. Eric Schroeder. And Commander Kevster.
Commander Kevster loves you.
Always a huge shout out and thanks to my brother and co-host Gary.
Pleasure meeting him. Pleasure
meeting you, Kev.
Fruitcake
Tony.
Tony.
Request me.
Without you, the giveaway would have not have been possible. You just
Eric, thanks a lot, man.
You just hang on, Kevin. Just don't log off or anything. Just stay right where you are.
Okay,
you're gonna disappear, but we'll be right back.
All right, that's cool. All right, I'm here.
Eric, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Hope to have you back on again.
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime.
Don't go anywhere.
Stay right where I'm at.
Stay backstage. Yep. Chat. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching and listening. Please subscribe to the links in the channel and in the chat. Leave a like. Share the shit out of these videos. We would so appreciate it. Until next time, love to all.